Alright guys, so now is the time when we are going to break down my entire anabolic stack and everything I've been taking for the last 3 weeks of this 4-week prep so far. Every single session is going to be a building block. Because if somebody has to, why not me? So, why not you? If you want your word to mean anything to anybody else, it has to mean something to you. You can see like the shoulders coming in just a little bit. Turn around to the back. This is sort of a close-up on the midsection, what the abs are currently looking like. When I'm on the off season, a common comment that I actually get all the time on my physique is that, bro, you have gyno, you need to like sort your nipples out, get surgery, all that kind of thing. And when I tell people that my dad and brother have puffy nipples and it's literally in the family to store body fat around the nipple area, and as soon as I start dieting, it goes away. Because as you can see, we have absolutely no gyno. And every single year, I say this, as soon as I start dieting, it's gonna go away. But there's always people that think they know things. What's going on guys? Brandon Harden here. Hope you're having a great day. Today is the 30th of June, which means that we are officially 30 days into prep. It has almost been an entire month as of tomorrow since we began the diet. In the Book of Enchantment, this is the Magic Fat Loss book. Inside this, as you can see, day one, we started at 242.6 pounds. By the way, if anyone's wondering, I got this book from Amazon and it was like £10. Definitely a worthy purchase, but I weighed myself this morning and I actually hit a new low weight of prep, 230.2 pounds. I'm gonna weigh myself tomorrow and actually log it in the book as like an official like 1 month in. I sent check-ins to Callum this morning. I'm quite happy with how we're looking considering the fact that we've actually lost just over 12 pounds in the first 4 weeks. So ideally you're meant to lose like 2 to 3 pounds a week over like the whole journey. It's kind of nice now when I stand in mirrors, I can actually like see my abs, when for so long with the off season, I've not seen like any definition in this area. So sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, bro, like this is kind of nice to like actually see abs. It's definitely the small wins on prep that obviously like keep you going every single day. Like when you can see the package slowly coming together, like even when I tend to my chest now, there's like an actual crevice there that like actually goes deep, when for the longest time in the off season I was in a massive surplus and there was no like, I don't know, like detail showing at all. So what I'm saying is it's kind of nice to have something back. This box was for the that was for the second fridge, but we've actually figured that we're going to keep the fridge now, so we're going to get rid of the box. We definitely do have to get rid of all those boxes, but right now, Sav and Lewis, who live next door, they actually just went to Santorini, so we actually have the entire building to ourselves. How Lewis is prepping in Santorini, I have no idea. A little bit envious, especially when both me and Geordie are so particular with the accuracy of like every single moment throughout the day. Like on prep, you micromanage. When you eat, when you sleep, when you do cardio, how you feel, like you track everything on your watch with your steps. And I feel like going on a holiday when you're on prep, like for me, wouldn't be the nicest thing, but the fact that they can is amazing. We're gonna miss them for a week and a half. But nevertheless, right now I'm gonna cook some food on the grill. We're gonna be having some venison steaks. One packet for myself and another packet for Geordie. Because Geordie asked Callum if she was allowed them because these are so low fat. She can even fit them in her bikini girl diet. This is actually gonna be the post-workout meal because I've already had a pre-workout meal. We're about to go to the gym and train. And then after that, when it's a little bit later in the evening, me and Geordie are gonna go to the cinema and watch the new Top Gun. There we have it, the remaining portion of the rest of my rice for the day. Mixed veg, we got onion, mushroom and zucchini, and then topped with some incredible venison steak cooked for about 2 to 3 minutes on the grill. A little bit of salt and some salsa on top. and it's an amazing post-workout meal. We're gonna head to the gym and I will eat this probably when I'm sat down in the movies about to watch the new Top Gun. The other weekend, me and Dad actually sat down and watched Top Gun. There was like my dad's girlfriend, and he did say you have to watch the original before you watch the new one. Yeah, gym, then movies. Alright, so we just rolled up to Phoenix Brighton for today's back workout. We're here with the most aesthetic cameraman in the world. It's the last video, so switching over from the previous video being like natural versus enhanced, we are going to be breaking down the stack today, as you know. Before we do that, we're going to get in a juicy session, get a nice pump, pop to the shops. Have we got time? I don't know, probably not. We're just going to go in there, make a pre, and we'll get to the rest of it. We got the pre-workout again because yesterday's workout at Platinum Gym was honestly incredible. And I'm gonna put it down to the pre-workout, so we're gonna have it again. It definitely is this time way too late to have a pre-workout, but James was like, bro, I'm falling asleep, and I was like, you know what, it's been a really long day, I can probably do what I want to, so we're gonna both make one of these and hope that it doesn't keep us awake until 4 in the morning. This is just like not smart. We're not clever people. We shouldn't do this. Gym is life.
Yeah. They hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. Yeah. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. Ain't no chance I'm coming down, no. Got this whole view to myself. Yeah, why would I give it up? Why do they wanna come take my place? I work too hard for it, don't need a replacement. This my vocation. Now I got rollies all in rotation. Hop on a jet just to take a vacation. Remember the moments was trapped in the basement. Now the hard work is all taking me places. Water on bed like we trapped in the matrix. Bet on myself and go ball out in Vegas. Living a life like I'm rich and I'm famous. Don't see the grind that I know that it came with. I ain't make it this far for myself. They hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. Yeah, they hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate.
We are in the business of getting absolutely shredded and massive at the same time.
Ooh, yeah. Why they wanna bring me down? So much drip, yeah, I almost drowned in it. I can't dim it down. Yeah, I'm way too fired up. I can't simmer down. Ooh, yeah. I see the flashing lights. Make sure the fashion right. Yeah, I'm in my bag tonight. Yeah. Ooh, I might just pull up before it. Watch out, the engine is roaring.
If we put it on the side, look at that fucking bicep. So you look small.
Oh, mate, I need to fucking come close.
Hey, got some water. Want some water?
I think that earlier.
Let's head back and get some food because I am quite hungry. Also, side note, I did an injection in my lat, and my lat on this side has been absolutely pulsating the entire workout, like because of the swelling, because it's like kind of swollen a little bit. Not like a bad injection, it's not like got infected or anything, I'm not like that. Just like I put like quite a lot of liquid in one syringe and just put it all in one place because I didn't want to do two. And that, conjoined with the juicy back pump, is quite stretching for the fascia. I have put 8,000 miles on the thing, so I have drove it quite a little bit into the ground over the last year. Like 8,000 miles on this kind of car, actually quite a decent sum. I should probably not put any more on it, otherwise the value will go. We are back from the movies. My rating for Top Gun is a 10 out of 10, a 12 out of 10. It's an incredible movie. If you haven't seen it, watch the first Top Gun, then watch the second. It's so emotional, it's captivating, plays on, you know, heartstrings that like movies can only do when they have history in them, when they actually mean something deeper than the the story that they're trying to portray in the moment, conjure up something that doesn't really mean anything. It's really hard for movies to pull on your heartstrings like that, but this movie, I like cried like 3 times. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like it was really emotional. And I thought about my dad. I thought about how my dad would have felt when he was watching it, and how, you know, he maybe got emotional too, and it kind of made me more emotional. But it's an incredible movie. Me and Geordie are gonna have our final meal of the day, head off to sleep, and I'll see you guys in the morning, where we're gonna break down my full anabolic stack and what we're taking currently on this prep. It's not the most important thing, but I definitely know it is something that you guys are potentially interested in. I want to share with you exactly what's going down and what we are putting our bodies through for this prep. Good morning. Morning cardio is now done. Cardio is now at 30 minutes. I'm not sure if I told you that it was slightly increased. BPM has gone up from 120 to 130 to plus 130. So now we're at a 6% incline on a 6 kilometer speed, whereas before it was a little bit slower than that. But considering we're getting a little bit more fit, we're getting used to the cardio. I'm noticing my endurance during workouts go up substantially as well, considering the fact that I am just doing more cardio. We should start noticing a few more changes, but nevertheless, it's not serious yet. We're not at like 40, 50 minutes, an hour, and we're only doing it once a day, so it's not too bad right now. Alright guys, so now is the time when we are going to break down my entire anabolic stack and everything I've been taking for the last 3 weeks of this 4-week prep so far. As you know, we have been on prep for 4 weeks now, and for the first week I didn't take any like anabolics, we didn't start the stack, but for the last 3 weeks I have been running a very specific stack that I'm going to tell you about right now. And this is a slushy, by the way, just in case you wondered. Geordie picked me one up on the way back from the shops, and apparently the corner shop sells 0 sugar Tango Ice Blast. Never actually had a Tango Ice Blast. I know everyone, when they go to the cinema, they go see a movie, they always get a Tango Ice Blast. I feel like it's too bright here. Hopefully that's a little better. So yeah, essentially I'm going to break down the entire stack right now, everything I have been taking for the past 3 weeks, before Callum does decide to change the stack and like increase whatever we're taking, potentially add in something else. This is something that I have absolutely no power of. I got it all right in front of me, so I can be short and snappy and not ramble on too much about all the different things that we are taking. It is pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. There's 3 main compounds, a few orals that we take in the morning. So I am going to break it down with what we do take to start the day, which is 2 IU of GH. We have 4 IU of GH split between the morning and the nighttime. Proviron, that started straight away, is at 25 milligrams every single morning. Clenbuterol, that actually started, that's the only thing that actually has increased. We started at 40 micrograms and now we are on 60 micrograms. We are currently 10 weeks out, so 60 micrograms. It is quite soon to start Clen. Like sometimes on different preps I've started like 6 weeks out, 8 weeks out, 10 weeks out. We have started pretty much at the beginning this time, especially considering where we started. Like I think I started like a little bit higher body fat than the last prep, and I actually compared my check-ins this morning. I'm gonna put the 2 pictures right here. On the left is me 10 weeks out last year, and on the right is me 10 weeks out this year. There is exactly 7 pounds of weight difference. It's kind of funny because I watched a YouTube video, I think it was a week or 2 ago, where somebody said Brandon is never going to get his pro card. He's not gained any muscle. He's not really progressed on the off season. In fact, to quote, he said I've only gained 3 pounds of muscle and that's not going to be enough. When in actuality, I've gained 7 pounds of muscle, and the physiques in terms of the fullness, I would say is like quite different. And I feel like I needed to see that because I was in a very vulnerable position this entire prep so far, with the fact that I haven't really been believing in my own capability or thinking that I should have progressed a lot more, all these things. And seeing that 2 10 weeks out pictures and then being so different was really, really important for me to like help me stay straight and help my mind stay clear, and to know that we actually have made adequate progress, and the physique we'll bring to the stage this year will be an entirely different package. There's also a year of muscle maturity, better posing, better flow. There are so many things that are going to be different this year. Next, we are on 20 micrograms of yohimbine. This is in the morning. Peb the Clen, Peb the GH. We do all these things before cardio. Now we're going to move over to the main compounds. Obviously, growth hormone is one of those, but here are the rest. We have test enanthate, primo enanthate, and Masteron enanthate. Test, Mast, and Primo. A pretty solid stack to start with. We're not starting with anything crazy. We're not on Tren. To be honest, I don't know if I'm going to touch Tren the entire prep. Don't quote me on that because I'm not sure what Callum's plan is, but last time I did Tren, I think it was Tren E, and my legs actually started to swell a little bit. We only did 100 micrograms over the week, so it was a super small dose, and my body was just like, no, we were 4 weeks out, so we actually pulled it straight after the first week, and my body went back to normal. Not sure what we're gonna do this year. If we do, it would definitely be Tren acetate, because E didn't respond very well. But total grammage of the actual individual compound, we're on 300 test, 500 primo, and 200 mast, split between 4 injections of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, break, and then go again on Monday. And that is pretty much it. That's my entire stack. Nothing too crazy, nothing too complicated. It will be increased very gradually. I'm expecting that it will be changed in the next week or two as we get to the 9 week out and the 8 week out mark. Based on the check-in pictures and based on how I'm looking, like, I feel like I had a shoulder workout the other day, and I looked in the mirror, took my shirt off, and I was like, this is the best I've ever looked at this body weight. And I'm so excited to see what's gonna happen this year. I mean, I'm literally choosing to get my pro card at the hardest show in England, the Arnold Classic in September, where there are going to be so many amazing competitors. We're doing Callum's show. That's 2 weeks before the Arnold. So the first one is on the 10th of September, and then the second one is on the 23rd of September. Classic goes on in the morning, so we'll be competing at like 9:30, which would be fantastic. So my fasted look will be exactly what we step on stage looking like, which is, in my opinion, my best physique. That's it. We're just gonna absolutely smash the next 10 weeks as we have done for the past 4, but just this time more than we ever have before. But with the information that we learned that last year, because how we peaked last year, we realized that I came in a little bit too flat. The first show was great. Ukraine, I was incredibly flat, and the guy that beat me, he was a lot more full than me. But we know with the use of diuretics, diazide, all these sort of things, that any like subcutaneous water just completely goes away. Like, I know people that carb up with like sushi, pizza, all these things, they take some diuretics and then they're just bone dry shredded the next day. That's obviously not the way I'm gonna do things. There is a lot better way to do things than that. But I think this year, based on the carb up, we did like a 600 or 700 gram for 2 days. And then the second show was just 1 day. But I definitely think that we could do 700 to 800 for 2 days for both shows, just to still retain fullness, because I get lean pretty fast. And when I'm in that like primal fat burning stage at the very end, when I could eat anything and it just falls off me, I definitely think this year we need to pull size. I definitely think this year that we've added tissue, but to really get a pro card to stand up there with the big boys, we're gonna require some fullness too. So that's it, that's an update. That's pretty much everything. I feel like I just like disclosed everything that's going on with my stack, my mind, the plan. Any changes to my stacks in the future, I will be updating and showing you what's going on throughout the process. And something really exciting, in the next 12 days, me and Geordie upstairs are actually going to Canada. James, our videographer, is actually gonna be coming with us, so there'll be very frequent videos because he's gonna be living with us. We'll be hitting a bunch of workouts with Mike Van Wyck, who's gonna be like training me for 1 or 2 workouts every single week. We're gonna be getting some massage work done with Tay, Tips by Tay on Instagram. We're just gonna be really fine tuning the physique and doing everything possible that we can do to be our best this year. And training with Mike for 5 weeks is exactly what that will achieve, because the guy's a savage. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I've actually just made a short channel. I'm gonna link it down below, which is short snippets of the vlogs and like little tips, food tips, posing tips, anything that I like feel like is like a shorter piece of information that I want to give to you guys that doesn't require like a whole vlog. I've made a whole channel just for that. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Anybody else, it has to mean something to you.